back to the 3B, 1C, Three Birds, One Cowboy. Let's get started here. We're hopefully you guys came back to watch the second episode. Let's get started with the coach.
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, going Dale?
Good man.
Good, dude.
Can't. We do have to say when everybody gets on here, I do have an announcement to make real quick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I do. So let's get Sam Slam Chaz Benner on here. Getting on here.
What's up, boys?
There he
Yeah.
is. Gotta get his man.
Can he go 2-0 this week?
He is gonna
Oh,
try to
yeah.
go 2-0 again.
He will.
No, he would. Oh, and the confidence is
Based,
there.
dude, based on my competition that's lined up, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yes, so we have
Yeah.
one of our buddies coming on for Slam Chaz tribute with Slam Chaz, which I
Yeah, I'm
think
not worried.
Yeah, all right. So
Could be.
last one. Let's see how this man is doing tonight. The man that goes under.
What's happening, fellas? I'm here. Almost wasn't.
This year.
Almost wasn't.
All right, boys. Welcome back. Welcome back. We had a first good week. So we'll get started again with week 2 here. Let's just do a quick NFL recap real quick.
Zoom in here.
Yeah, let's start with we went Atlanta Broncos 34-27 Atlanta. Matt Ryan 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Todd Gurley 19 attempts, 53 yards of touchdown. Then we'll go to the Seahawks and Bills game. Big upset here. Bills, Josh Allen, 31 for 38, 3 touchdowns.
I know.
415. Russell Wilson with 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, 390 yards. Metcalf again, 7 catches, 108 touchdown. But Diggs,
Sean, like that.
yeah, Sean big like that. Stephon Diggs, 9 catches, 118 yards. Another big game. He's big with them. We have the Tennessee Titans. They played last night, but they did beat the Chicago Bears on Sunday. Ryan Tannehill only 10 for 21, 158 yards, 2
He's
touchdowns.
been killing me.
Derrick Henry like 21 carries, 68 yards. AJ Brown 4 catches, 101. Nicky Foles 335, 2 touchdowns, no picks. This was a toss-up game. I mean, didn't really turn out to be a good game. Baltimore, Indianapolis. Lamar Jackson, 19 for 23, 170. He also ran for 58 yards. Philip Rivers pick, 227 yards. They didn't really have too much of an offense that day. Kansas City Panthers game. What a freaking game that was. Panthers led that game for a little bit. Patrick Mahomes came back. He did have a sick. I don't even know what that play was. He was audible. It was in motion. Came back. Got the football. Threw a touchdown. So they win that.
Theodore Bridgewater.
Yeah. So they win 33-31 against the Panthers. Lions, Minnesota. Really nothing. I mean those 2 teams are out of it, but Minnesota 34-20. Giants, Washington. Pretty good game. We had 23-20. Kyle Allen, he's out for the year. That was a gruesome leg. That was a gruesome leg injury.
Crazy.
No
luck, Washington.
It was almost 2 to 3 years of Alex Smith's injury. So Danny Jones had a pretty good game.
Got half a leg.
Yeah, 23-34, 212, and a touchdown. Texans, they beat Jacksonville 27-25. Nothing. This was a heartbreaker game for right here. Raiders win 31-26. Chargers did catch the touchdown, but it was called incomplete. It was a heartbreaker for the Chargers. Again, they fall to 2-6. Keenan Allen, he had a big game, 9 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown. How about them Cowboys?
Woo! Gave a scare. Garrett Gilbert.
Almost
24-19. Ben Roethlisberger got hurt but came back, threw 3 touchdowns.
Hoping he's out.
Garrett Gilbert, touchdown, 243. He did have a pretty decent game.
They held Amari in the end zone.
Yeah,
They held him in the end zone.
CD Lamb, 4 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. He did have a fumble that was huge. And then, Sean, how about Juju Smith-Schuster? 6 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. And
hey, look, he went to the star and they stopped him. Okay, he tried to celebrate.
Yeah,
They did stop him.
This was probably the upset of the week. Dolphins winning 34-31. Tulo, 20 for 28, 249, 2 touchdowns. Murray, 283, and 3 touchdowns.
We got to start giving them respect. They got a top defense.
Yeah, Dolphins are number 1 in total defense. So, and then the big problem for the Bucks. The Bucks lose 38-3.
That was embarrassing.
38-3.
That was embarrassing.
What happened?
I mean,
no garbage points in that game.
I know that was last week. That was Coach's Corner's game there, and that was god awful.
Yeah, thought it was gonna be high scoring. Definitely wasn't.
Tom Brady. He had
So stupid, Bobby.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
They called the wrong game.
Tom Brady had 3 picks, so that didn't look good. And then an ugly Monday night game, but it was entertaining. Patriots won 30-27 on a late field goal.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Jets, but
so
Same.
So guys, let's just go around the corner, around table really, and let's just see what everybody was thinking. Sean, what do you think about the Cowboys almost upsetting Pittsburgh there?
I mean, could be like Steelers-Eagles game. Like, is it the Steelers playing down, or is the opposing team just giving them like a fair fight? I liked our young guys playing. We cut all the old people. I said last time. Our young D tackle was the difference maker, man. He was run stuff, and I think James Conner had like 46 yards.
Yeah, he didn't have a big game. I know he was. He was shut down most of the game.
Garrett Gilbert was suitable.
Yeah.
He was okay.
Sam, what do you think about the Dolphins upsetting the Cardinals there?
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, man. I mean, they're kind of like you could say they're almost ahead of them because they beat them, but I felt like the Dolphins are almost like the Cardinals, but a year younger. You know what I mean? Like, so they're just on their way there. So they have the young quarterback, but then their defense is really on the rise. So, it's exciting to see what they're going to do. And, Buffalo's just owning that division right now, but with Brady out of it, I mean, it's a bright future for them. So, I mean, and beating the Cardinals was really, it sent a message, And I remember last week he told us that the Dolphins were the number 1 defense as far as
the number 1 defense, total defense, and all.
Yeah. So, and I
just
couldn't believe that.
They didn't hold Kyle Murray, but they still outscored him. Tulo did put up a good game. I mean, they're a team.
I'm making a hot take.
Yeah.
Dolphins make the AFC Championship game. I'll take
what? That's bold.
I'll take.
So Bobby, what about your Coach's Corner game there, man? What
happened? Oh man, I just that was the thing for me. It's just like, Tom Brady playing to that level in a big spotlight game. You don't see that too often to where he has put up any points, any numbers.
Yeah,
that's not jet lag, man. That was just
so. Just to mention, that was the first time ever Tom Brady's been swept by a divisional rival or division team. Yeah. So
wow.
So that was the first time ever he's been swept in a division.
That's crazy
in his career, which is pretty impressive. But you're also playing the Dolphins, the Bills, and
that's what I was just thinking. The teams probably weren't good, but like divisional games are always a toss up, and like to not lose both in any given year, that's impressive for sure.
It's very impressive, So we'll see how Tampa Bay they come back.
That's why it's so good.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying that this year, maybe next year, maybe 2 years. Josh Allen is going to be MVP of the NFL, and he will lead them to the Super Bowl. That guy, I'm telling you what,
he's pretty good.
He's the next big thing for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo, I don't know if you guys saw his grandmother died a day or two before that. The Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia, I think they raised almost like $100K for his children foundation. So a big shout out to Bills Mafia there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bills Mafia, that's a big thing. So let's just so right now we got playoff round. There is 7 teams now. So right now, number 1 seed is for AFC is Pittsburgh. The wild card weekend for the AFC would be Chiefs versus Dolphins, Buffalo versus Oakland, Tennessee versus Baltimore. And then the NFC, Saints 1, Seahawks versus Rams. They actually play this weekend. So that'll be a good game preview to maybe a playoff matchup. And then we have Green Bay versus Cardinals, and then we would have the Eagles against the Tampa Bay Bucks. So that's the biggest thing, you know. I don't know. I mean, that's I mean, besides the NFC East, I mean, that's pretty good matchups there.
Yeah.
I would really love to see the Dolphins versus Chiefs to see if they could hold the Chiefs for a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of revisiting what Sean was saying, I kind of want to take you up on that bet about them. You said they're going to win the
Yeah.
Championship. You said the championship.
No, I said they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it.
They're going to make it to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
I would be willing to take a bet with you on that, saying that they will not
Oh.
make it to the AFC Championship.
I'll say
Let's put it down.
$20.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so
Yeah.
$20 bet.
Put your hand up.
We
This works.
It's been served.
You know, so we'll see
Thank
how that. You know, we'll see how that goes real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they could. You know, I mean, they are shocking everybody right now. They do have a coach that was on Bill Belichick.
We got a lot of shocking behavior left.
I mean, they do. They have. You know, we'll see how they do. So Bobby, what do you think? I mean, the Tennessee-Baltimore game, that's a rematch from last year.
Right.
Tennessee went into Baltimore and beat them. What do you think of that rematch? Do you think Baltimore?
I mean,
basically, can Lamar win in the playoffs?
And that's the thing. It's so hard right now because he's so inconsistent. He's playing to where I don't think you can trust him going in the playoffs unless they hit like a little hot streak coming down the road. But you know, Tennessee, they've been bouncing back and forth too. So I mean, it just depends on I guess who shows up that game.
I mean,
I think Lamar can show up in the playoffs. You know, he's capable. It's just his preparation and getting ready for it.
Yeah, so I mean that's the biggest thing is that one of our topics is can Lamar Jackson can he win the playoff game? I mean that's the biggest.
I mean he should. He has the talent. He has the arm. He has the speed. He can throw and a run. I mean it's just can he score more points and the defense hold?
Can he throw to tight ends enough to win the game?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Well, I mean,
hey, Des Bryant's there.
Des Bryant.
Hey, he's back on the practice
there.
squad.
And,
Back on the practice squad.
You know.
Oh, is he
he's still there?
Yeah. No, he started. No, he was on. Is he back on the practice squad now?
Yeah, they said that they put him back on there for they're saving up his legs. So yeah.
Did he play a snap? Because I watched a little bit of the game, but I don't even think I saw him. Did he play at all?
Nah, he didn't play a snap.
He might just been there as like a backup special.
I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he was just.
I didn't think I saw him.
So we'll see how that.
He's warming up.
So
been warming up.
Bobby, let's just jump into this week's game. We'll do Coach's Corner real quick. You got the Bills versus Cardinals.
Ooh.
That is the 7-2 Bills versus the 5-3 Cardinals.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, especially with the Cardinals playing the way they are, and Murray, and he can run, and like we were saying with Josh Allen, he's an MVP type player, so it's going to be anyone's game that game. And I think the Bills are playing great right now. You can't take any away from them, and have that split running back with Moss and Singletary, and I think they're two decent running backs that they can use to separate the field a little bit. And Stephon Diggs, you can't say anything about him.
Diggs has been. I mean, I can't believe Minnesota traded him. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm very shocked they traded him.
They have hot sauce. They have hot sauce, baby. Cole Beasley.
They got Cole.
I mean, they do have a good wide receiver core. The running backs are pretty good. I mean, the defense has been good for years now.
Yeah.
So, Sam, what do you think?
I think this is their time too. Yeah, this is Buffalo's time, like you were saying. The next couple of years, I can see them definitely making a run here.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady out of the division. I mean, it's their division to lose, really.
Yeah, and I agree actually. And I was thinking about that trade. Like usually when you kind of go back and look at like the wide receiver trade for like a high pick, you usually don't see it paying off this well, like this immediately. Like I know Amari took some time. You know what I mean? Like when the Cowboys did it. I mean it's fine. I mean I know he doesn't show up some games kind of, but like. I still, I don't think you would be like, you would take that back, Sean. But I'm saying like with the Bills, like Stephon Diggs, I mean, it's crazy how much of an impact like immediately he's had with Josh Allen. I mean, he's made Josh Allen look so much better. But with this matchup though, like I can't believe that I saw that the Cardinals are actually favored. I know it's probably not by much, but like the Bills are 7-2, and I think they're the better overall team and the healthiest team probably.
Right.
So it's like.
I don't know anyone that they lost.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is it's true that the Cardinals are a favorite. This is probably an upset. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Cardinals are a 2.5 favorite.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I
major,
do doubt Kyler Murray sometimes, not all the time. No. Just like certain games when it comes to throwing, like there's sometimes he throws and like I'm just like, what is he thinking? Like I know he's still young.
He's
still
young. I say, yeah, he's young,
no,
dude.
no,
Like,
he's still good. I'm just saying I feel like they can take advantage of that still if they get him off his get him off his keel because against us. He only beat us with legs. He couldn't passing. He looked real bad against us.
He also takes like 25 steps to run for 10 yards. Like you see him move like
Yeah.
so
It's
like
real
it's insane. It's insane.
Dude, I mean, it's just his legs are so amazing. I mean,
It's like
Yeah.
Bob Fosse.
it's
teach you how to
unbelievable.
dance.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it looks like he's in slow motion, and then he just
Yeah.
takes right off.
He just takes off.
And
Yeah.
he gets around people and like his upper body almost like stays up straight. You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah.
he's running too, it looks like he's not even like in a running motion. It's just
Oh, yeah.
legs are just moving.
It's unbelievable. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a pretty big guy too. So, I mean, the big in the body. I mean, he's pretty small as like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a built little dude,
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Right.
He's built.
Um, so we'll just do some baseball here real quick. So baseball did MVPs and Cy Young Award winners. Shane Bieber for the Cleveland Indians, 8-1, 163 ERA, 122 Ks in 77 innings. Trevor Bauer, 5 for 4. 100 Ks, 73 innings, and an ERA of 1.73. Bobby, what do you think? I mean, is that for Cy Youngs? I mean, I know it's a shortened season. But
Yeah, it's a short season, but Bieber coming from I guess nowhere, he wasn't even pumping any kind of heat when he was coming out of college and stuff like that. He played. I think he played in independent ball for a little bit or something like that. He came up through the systems to where now he's a stud pitcher and a Cy Young winner. So that's the thing. Dude, and that's the thing with baseball. It doesn't matter, how you prepare. You look at Kershaw. We talked about him before, where he's a great, starter in the regular season and he blows up in the postseason. And this is, completely opposite with Bieber. He just, when you have under a 1.85 ERA throughout, even if it's 60 games, you're on that season. You can't.
So he doesn't try till the playoffs. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean,
for what do you mean for Bieber?
Yeah, it's what it
He
sounds
doesn't,
like.
he doesn't know what he means. He's just throwing things out. He's got real arm on him, huh, Sean? You know what I mean? You're just throwing out terms. You have no idea what you're talking about.
He is a great belt buckle.
So MVPs for both leagues. Freddie Freeman for NL, he had 341, on base percentage of 462, 13 home runs, 53 RBIs. Jose Abreu, 317, 19 home runs and 60 RBIs. He's the second White Sox to ever win it. Frank Thomas won it, and then Freddie Freeman. He's just, I mean, he had a good season.
He deserved it, dude. Like after coming in from the coronavirus and taking off time with being with his family and not being well prepared, he jumped right in and helped Atlanta out and helped them push into a playoff run.
Yeah, it's just, even Atlanta. I mean, they lost to Dodgers, so they were up 3.
They're right. They lost the World Series, championship.
They should have been the World Series. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Atlanta is going to dominate that division for a long time.
Yeah, until the Mets figure out like their pitching staff to where they're not getting hurt and they have their batters like all in the lineup set. The Phillies, they're a hit and miss right now because you don't know what they're putting on the field. Their bullpen's terrible, worse than MLB.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that sucks. And then, Washington's – I feel like Washington is what the Phillies were in 2011. I think they're turning to where it's like they have to either rebuild or start bringing in superstars to come in and kind of compete a little bit.
I mean, and the White Sox, they just hired Tony La Russa.
So, yeah, which is very shocking with his age.
Yeah, so, but, winning coach there, he's definitely going to help the White Sox, I think. So we'll see how that goes. Let me see real quick. It's just, I think the White Sox are only going to get better.
Yeah.
So
they're a fun team to watch right now. They're young.
Oh,
Oh, we have breaking news. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, Bill.
Breaking news. Miami or Marlins hired the first female general manager, Kimberly Ying. I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. She was with the White Sox as an intern. She was with the Yankees from '98 to '01.
Okay.
And then she went to work for Joe Torre as in the MLB. Something to do with MLB, I think. So she's the first female to be hired, which is pretty impressive.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Pretty impressive to see. World is changing.
It's the first one.
Yeah,
well, it's hard too when you don't have females in the sport. So when they love the sport and follow it like that, and they understand it, it's great to see. It's opening up.
So we'll see how that goes. I mean, the Miami Marlins, they had a good year this year. I mean, we'll see what she can do. I mean, it is pretty impressive for anybody to get a general manager job anywhere. It's the hardest job I think ever. You have a lot of decisions to make, and you're going to get fired quick if you. Yeah,
well, she's lucky. That's going to be, I think, a future organization with Derek Jeter owning it now, and Don Mattingly coaching. Oh yeah, like they're set to where it's scary that I wish we were there. Like they have this young talent. They have they don't have a fan base, which kind of sucks, but
try being the GM of Wawa, bro. All right, GM of Wawa, go. They get a lot of flack.
I was thinking about that with baseball. So with baseball, just because I don't really know that well, so there's no salary cap technically, right? It's just whatever the team can afford. So it's based on their fan base giving them the revenue.
Yes.
Right. But there's a tax. There's a tax. So the salary tax to where if you reach over the luxury tax, then you have to pay into that tax.
Penalized. And
what is the percentage of the contract that's the tax?
I think I don't think it's percentage. I think it's like a cumulative sum.
Okay.
Of all your players on that team for that season.
So as two guys, I mean, I know Sean and I are experts on the sport, but as two guys who are casual fans of baseball, I mean, how does that Because that would annoy me because I like how it's balanced in football. Things change every year. You know what I mean?
So,
with baseball, I don't know if it annoys you at all.
It does because you think about it. I mean, this year in the World Series, you had two players for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts and Clayton Kershaw. They make $26 million.
Right.
Just those two guys.
Combined. Or is that combined or
no? Just those two combined made $26 million. The whole entire roster of Tampa Bay Rays this year made $28 million.
Just they're two players.
Moneyball, baby.
I mean, sometimes, but like Sam was saying, baseball, it's the same teams every freaking year. And
right.
No, it's not like football where
Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
So
in the trash can.
I mean, it's tough. It's definitely tough to compete, but I mean, if you have a low market, you're not going to win for a couple of years unless you get
what can you do about that? If you have
there's nothing you can do. It's drafting, and then if you get a good coach to bring players in, you may be able to sign one big player like a Harper.
That's it, dude. So if I'm in a team, I know they don't have a team, but if I'm the GM of a team in Little Rock, Arkansas, that market is only so big. So yeah, you're right. I have to draft people, then I have to keep them there.
Yeah.
How can I keep? Even if I draft 3 studs in a row, and I don't know I know rookie contract in the NFL are 4 years. I don't know how it works with baseball.
With baseball, you can't become a free agent for about what, six or 7 years?
6 years.
Okay, that's actually a good amount of time then.
6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you have 6 years of that player, unless you trade them or something happens like that.
That's a good amount of time to actually build a solid foundation.
Yes,
then
so
probably.
that's how baseball.
And you can learn from him too. And then that next contract at that time will be either your big contract or they're cutting you.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
like the Pirates did that, right? I mean, the Pirates a couple years ago, they were good for a hot minute, and they've been terrible.
I mean, it was the same thing with the Kansas City Royals. They ended up winning the World Series one year, and now they're at the bottom.
And now they're done. Yeah, now they have to rebuild again, and it sucks because you have the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Cardinals that produce all these good players in the drafts, but then they also can buy the players too. So it sucks. It's
that's shitty. I mean, because with football, you can. I mean, there's hundreds of transactions every team does every season or whatever. But with football, it's almost like you can track the success or the failure back to 2 or 3 key decisions if you let a player walk or not.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
usually where you can track it back with every team how well they did this year based on the decisions from the offseason. So it's just like, I don't know, I feel like that would annoy me so much that some teams are
It
just
is
dealt a
annoying.
horrible hand to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's tough, but we'll see. But hey Sam, I think it's time.
What time is it?
With the slam shot.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, where's the music?
So we got trivia with the slam.
Spotlight.
So we have one of our other buddies here, JT. So we will try to get him in here.
JT.
Let's see.
Oh, the JT Grizz Sieber.
He is in.
Hey.
Hey. So, what's up, man?
JT, welcome to the trivia with the Slam Chats, buddy. Welcome to the show, man. We appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Ready to lose.
$50
Yeah.
gift card.
Glad he knows.
Yeah. So, JT, let me explain the rules. So I'll ask you 5 questions. You have 2 minutes to answer. Slam Chaz will take his headset off. He will go sit in the corner there, so he can't
Corner kid.
hear your answers, anything like that.
Probably in his PJs.
Yeah. So, and then you're gonna play for a $10 Amazon gift card, buddy. So if you win,
No
we'll get you a $10.
I said
Amazon gift
50.
card. 50. We
Sorry.
do not take 50.
I thought it was.
We're a little market right now. We're trying to grow, but we'll see.
Let's get those views up.
Yeah. All right, Sam. So why don't you go step back there, buddy, and I'll ask JT these questions and see how he does.
Yeah, get back there, Sam.
Okay.
I have faith.
He is away. So
No way.
all right, JT. Let's start with question 1, buddy. In the NBA draft, who has the most number 1 selections in history?
Oh boy. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay. You're 0 for 1, buddy. Sorry.
Oh, dun dun
All right,
dun.
it's all right,
Close,
sorry,
close.
Sorry, man. We still got a couple questions. All right. This active NFL coach has 0 losing seasons in 14 years. Who is he?
I'm gonna say Bill Belichick.
Sorry.
There you go.
Oh for 2.
All right, it's all right. You should get this if you. I mean, I know you're a Flyers fan, so hopefully you do get this one. This NHL.
It's a hockey stick.
Yeah, this NHL goalie was the first to score a goal in history.
Oh my god. I definitely want to say he's the Philadelphia Flyers.
Wait, repeat it.
First NHL goalie was the first.
Oh my
to
god,
score a
what's his
goal
name?
in history?
Oh,
I want to.
come on, Jay.
What's his name? I think I even know his number. Was he number 30?
What's his number?
What's the number?
He
Hey,
had 3
we'll give you 50% on a number.
If you get the number, I'll give you a half point. We'll see.
Nah, that
Just guess a number. Just guess a number.
Any number.
number 30.
Okay, no, that's no.
Not even close.
All right, so 0 for 3. That's all
Like
right.
halfway off.
So who has question 4? Who has the most Cy Young awards in history?
Oh boy, Nolan Ryan.
Man, you're 0 for 4, baby. Get
I'm
away.
terrible.
Okay, so this is the 5th and last question.
I want better questions.
Why did I come on here to embarrass myself?
What is the longest running TV show ever?
There's only like a million of them.
I mean, the show's been.
I'm
on
gonna
for,
say
the show's been on for 27 years.
It's been there
it's,
for.
it's still on today.
Still on today.
Oh,
On 27 years.
Think of your blood. You're growing up.
is it a cartoon or not a cartoon?
Cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Mhm.
Oh man, it's a cartoon. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go Power Rangers. I don't know.
No.
0 for 5, buddy. Sorry.
Ninja Turtles, whatever.
Okay, all right. Slam Josh, why don't you come back on if you
It's
can?
close.
Come on back. So let's see what he can do.
There's a chance.
All right, so Sam, JT really threw you in. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be tough to beat.
Oh,
we'll
yeah?
see how that goes.
100%.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right, we'll
100%.
see. All right.
Crushed it.
In the
There's some
NF
zeros.
All right, yeah. In the NBA draft, who has the most number 1 selections?
Lakers.
The Lakers is correct with 4. That is correct.
In my life.
This is the.
So I
And
don't
that's
think he got.
it.
So I don't think he got them all right then. By that.
It's
So
am I
over.
Am I allowed to curse?
Yes, you're allowed to
Can I
curse.
mute my mic?
So this NFL coach has 0 losing seasons in 14 years. Who is he?
They just had a Facebook article on him.
They did. They had a big article about him.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Does.
You want to say Belichick, but I don't think it's Belichick because Matt Castle is involved.
Who's never lost?
Oh, you know what? Tomlin, Mike Tomlin.
That is correct. You were 2-0.
Nice.
2-0. This NHL goalie was the first to score a goal in history. Who is he?
We'll also take your number as
We'll
well.
take the number if you do not.
He's on the Flyers, right?
You get a half point.
You get it?
Get a half point for
I
number.
couldn't remember
Hextall.
his name.
Ron
That's
Hextall.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Fuck me in my ass.
Question
You don't understand, Sam. I pondered on that one for a long time, and then I guessed the number.
I don't know his number. I don't remember his
27.
number.
27.
Okay.
I was close.
Yes, you were.
You were
close.
very
I
close.
was going to give you half a point if you got it correct, but you didn't.
Still would have lost.
Who has the most Cy Young awards in history?
Your
Roger
dad's favorite
Clemens.
player.
Roger
Yeah,
Clemens
your
is
dad's
correct.
favorite player.
You were 4-0, buddy.
Roger Clemens. I should have thought of that one.
Yeah, he had I think 6. I think he had 5 or no 4 or 5. I think I'm sorry.
4? Okay.
4 or 5. I think. So Sam, if you, this just a random question, but what is the longest running TV show ever?
Simpsons, right? Like 30 years or something.
You were 5-0.
Should have known that too. Like what?
5-0.
What
Yeah,
do
you
you
told
The
me that
Simpsons?
one.
You didn't get the Simpsons?
No, he didn't.
I even helped you out with the cartoon.
I got, bro.
What'd
I
you
got
say?
0.
What'd you
I
say?
didn't-
What'd you
didn't
say for the last
said-
one?
get-
He said
I don't
Power
wanna-
Rangers.
I don't want to bring it up.
He said Power Rangers. That's only been on for like 4 seasons.
So
Guys,
JT, so
You didn't prepare me for these questions.
JT,
You
so-
knew you're coming off for trivia. We can't prepare you for the questions.
We told you to study
So
We'll give you a study guide next time.
You didn't
Everything
tell
and
me
anything.
stuff.
So JT,
Tell me to do anything.
Sam has something to say to you though.
What?
I don't know. You have
I
something
can't
to
hear
say
it.
to me. You have something to say to me.
I don't know. You might have played something. I don't hear it though.
All right, buddy. So
Wait.
what's that? Did you guys hear it?
No, we didn't hear it. No.
No.
We were waiting for it.
I'm anxious to hear what I have to say to
All
him.
right, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Joke's on you. I guess you're not going to say it to me.
Twist.
He's got nothing to say to you.
No,
Actually.
no. All right. Hold on. Let's see if you hear this now.
Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the
There it
fuck
is.
out of here.
All right. So
Um,
JT, let's just end trivia with the slam shies. This is how we end it, real quick. Well, JT, I mean, you're more than welcome to stay on. If you want to keep in the conversation with us, you're more than
Power
welcome to.
Rangers.
now I got to go release some pressure.
Okay. All right, we'll go release some pressure, buddy. Thanks for
Several
coming on.
ways.
We appreciate it. Sorry.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanna-
anytime. I'll do this again. I'll go 0 for 5 again.
We'll go
We'll
for 0 for
review
5.
you.
So.
We'll contact you.
Yes, we will contact.
We'll give you a study
Oh.
guide.
Oh my
we'll
god!
give you a study
Well,
guide
you
next
gotta go through my agent, who's my wife. So
All right,
Okay.
well, I'll make sure she.
She's very.
I think she'll be disappointed when she watches this. So,
Yeah, Power Rangers.
I'm definitely gonna get beat when I get out there.
so yeah.
You're a bench
I think
warmer.
she actually woke up, heard the question, looked at me, shook her head, and went back to sleep.
So, well, buddy, we appreciate you coming on, and
Yeah,
talk
no
to you
problem,
soon,
no
all right,
problem.
man?
Anytime. It
All
was
right,
good
buddy.
seeing you all.
All right,
Hey, buddy.
See,
Later, dude.
All right,
what
later, man.
this? See
you,
a diggus bickus.
All right, see you, man.
can see that. Oh, he can see that.
Franchise is
Good.
2 and
That's
0.
not good.
Big
Yeah.
thing there. So,
I'm sorry. I can't get over it. Power.
yeah, if you went
Yeah, we're all like, what?
I
We,
said-
we
I
have to
said-
get you better talent
I
to
said-
go
I-
against.
I said cartoon too.
Well, you said cartoon goes Power Rangers.
That's not. That's live action. That's the
That's live
definition. of
action
live
fighting.
action.
Uh,
Just trampolines that they
Real
bounce. off.
ninjas.
Those are live action.
yeah, I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. That was pretty bad. All right, so we're doing a new special on Three Birds and One Cowboy. It's called Fact or Fiction. So we'll
I'm
go
good at
around.
this.
We'll just do around the table. We'll just ask a couple questions. So let's just start with Sean, and we'll go around the table. Sean, are the Steelers going to the Super Bowl?
It's a fact because that will justify the loss that the Cowboys had even more. So I'll say fact.
Okay, Sam, what are you thinking there, bud?
Say fiction. I think Big Ben's going to slow down, and I don't know if he can compete with some of those teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean
He's going to outrush Lamar Jackson.
You want to take another bet?
Yeah.
Another 20? Another hot 20 on
Another
that?
20 top?
Let's wait and see if he makes the playoffs healthy. Let's wait.
Okay.
Let's start.
All right.
All right.
We can revisit that.
All right, so Bobby, what are you thinking there, buddy?
I'm actually liking the Steelers on this one. I think they're going to make it. It's going to be hard for KC to repeat. It's always harder to repeat back to back like that. So I think it's either going to be them or Tennessee, like we were saying earlier. So
I
We'll see.
We'll see.
Not after last night.
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
They
so
look bad.
Yeah.
They look bad.
Yeah. So let's do another fact and fiction. Can Tom Brady beat Drew Brees and the Saints in the playoffs if they match up together? Sean?
Yeah, there's a history. The stat, I don't know what it is, but I know you've seen it before. The teams that play 3 times division-wise, they really don't win a third time. It's really rare. So I'm going to go with Brady, my man crush, and say that he'll finally figure it out after 3 games.
Yeah. Sam, what do you think?
Yeah, I would say fact. I'm sure he could. I don't know if he will, but yeah, he definitely could. Certainly a possibility.
Yeah. Bobby, I mean, what do you think?
We'll,
man?
we'll go opposite. You know what? We're going to go fiction with this one. And
I mean,
I think Saints
I'm out.
will roll out with Thomas
yeah,
and with Tom's coming back and
I'm gonna
Kamara.
say fiction too because Tom Brady has 5 interceptions.
What are you,
5
Max Kellerman?
interceptions and 2. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
he has 5 interceptions in 2 games against the Saints. I mean, and
Yep.
he's played 2 of his worst games of his life against
Hey.
the Saints.
Don't
jinxed.
kick an old dog. It's gonna
He's
be
jinxed.
We'll see what happens. So, all right. So
He's
this
41 now.
So this is a big question. I really want to see what the answer to this is. Does the winner of the NFC East, do they have a legitimate chance to win a playoff game? Sean?
Can I come back to me?
Sam, what are you thinking?
If it's the Eagles, yes.
Okay.
Any other team sneaks in there, I don't think so. And it depends on who they're playing, obviously. But yeah, if it's yes.
Bobby, what do you think?
I'm going to do the same thing. I think, yes, it's the Eagles and they're playing like the Bears or someone like that to where it's an opponent that they are on the same skill level. They're hurt too. They're, just make it into playoffs. I can see them pulling out a win though.
No. I don't care. I mean, I don't really care.
get-
Even that you have a home game, it's not even a home game this year. They're the teams that are behind them. You got the Rams, you got the Bears, you got Tampa Bay. I mean, all those teams are much, much better, and they will dominate. I mean, Carson Wentz has. He's this. I'm telling you, I'm calling it now. He's going to have 9 straight games with a turnover, and it's going to be sad. But
He will.
Yes.
It'll be bad. You're right, but I think Bobby is also right. I think it could only be the Bears that we could beat in this scenario, and that's because they're gonna suck on offense too.
Can you just imagine headlines?
Oh, the story with that?
Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, of course, right. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Foles
huge.
versus
Yeah,
Wentz. That would
so
be
exciting.
Huge. Yes, it was.
And it's gonna be gross. It's gonna be it's gonna be like 14-12. It's gonna be stupid.
It's gonna be an
But
ugly
yeah,
game.
we could win. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
But
it's
that
a
would,
nice
I
scenario.
think that would help if that's the game Wentz turns around and that's where he starts taking the leadership
I mean,
a little more.
I don't. Like I said, he's gonna have 9 straight games with a turnover on.
Yeah, he
Sunday.
will.
It's gonna be bad. So Sean,
He will.
we'll come back to you.
No, so I would say logically, because you have the starting QB of your team, I would say it would be the Eagles. But what I will say is, if and only if, not saying they've been playing top 10, but if our defense continues to play the way it looks they've been playing, I think it gives us a decent chance.
Yeah.
I mean, like Garrett Gilbert did what he did against Steelers. I mean, if Dalton, he should be better than Garrett Gilbert, but it's a lot of what ifs. But yeah,
So, and then we'll go to another question here. This Kansas City, is this fact or fiction? Do they have a real chance to repeat? Sean.
They do have a good chance. And Patrick Mahomes, as long as you have him, I mean, and you have a solid defense, you really have a chance to win every single game you play.
Yeah, I mean, Sam. I mean, do you?
Yep.
I mean,
I agree. Fact
you agree?
Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fact
that's all I gotta say.
Bobby.
Yep.
Big
Yeah,
truth.
fact, yeah.
I mean, it's fact. I mean, it's Mahomes. I mean, he was the MVP of the league and the Super Bowl, for a reason.
Right.
I mean, he's going to carry that
Mhm.
team as far as he can, and
That was-
their offense is only getting better now. I mean,
Yeah, and that was part of the reasoning for my answer about the Steelers too, because like if the Steelers run into them in the playoffs, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know if Big Ben can keep up with Mahomes if
no,
it comes to a shootout.
I mean, I don't know what it was. Like I said, Dallas did play a good game last week, but I mean, they haven't faced anybody. They really haven't faced anybody. The Steelers-
No.
I mean, I credit it is hard as anything to go 8-0.
They beat the Ravens. That's it.
They
as
did,
far as I
but-
know.
Yeah, yes, they did beat the Ravens, and they beat Tennessee. I'll give them credit. Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's still the teams that you play. It's not great. I mean, they still have Baltimore again. I still think they got to play Cleveland. That'll be an interesting game. So we'll see how that goes. The Cleveland could, give them a run for their money, really. Do the Packers? Can they reach the Super Bowl with the talent they have?
Yeah.
Fact.
I would say they
Fact,
could. The
yeah.
defense, what is it? They're one cornerback. They drafted 2 cornerbacks, I think 2 years
I
ago.
mean, they were one game away from the Super Bowl last year. I mean,
Yeah.
they got smoked.
Their one cornerback is like a top 10 cornerback. I forget it's King something. I think he's like,
Kevin King.
yeah, he's like popped out of nowhere like
Yeah.
2 years. He really
They're-
grows like that. Really
Yep.
helps them.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't help that they drafted they drafted Jordan Love in the first round.
No, but
Jordan
even with
Love.
that, they're still doing well.
that's what
Dude,
I
a
mean.
quarterback and then a running back, 2 things they didn't need.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah,
But I mean,
whatever.
you think about it, if they drafted well, I mean, they could be the number 1 seed right now. So we'll see. And the last question, we did touch on this earlier, but can Lamar Jackson win in the playoffs? Fact or fiction, Sean?
There we go.
I would say I don't know Sean's
I don't know.
connection. I would say fact that Lamar
Yeah.
could win in the playoffs for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah,
Sean, what do you think?
definitely.
I
Don't
think
look-
Lamar can win,
Mhm.
but I mean, I wouldn't give him like like win with a capital W. I think he
Yeah.
needs to learn how to throw to receivers more.
I mean, the playoffs are much different than the regular
Yeah.
season. I mean, I know he is like 26-5 in the regular
Mm.
season, and I know 3 of those losses are to Kansas City. So,
It's like Tony Romo, bro.
I
okay.
mean, that was the other thing that people were bringing up is Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes the next Brady, Peyton Manning?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Should be.
is that
sure.
what's going to be like in the AFC where Lamar Jackson's going to struggle against Patrick Mahomes
And
every
Gardner
year?
Minshew, throw the stash in
What?
there.
Oh my
Throw
God.
the stash in there.
He's not going to be starting next year.
What do you mean?
He
He's
won't be starting.
great.
I guarantee you, he will not be starting next year.
Oh.
I think.
No, I'm not going to do another bet.
Justin Fields. I'm telling you right now, Justin Fields is going to be quarterback for Jacksonville.
I don't know who that is,
Backlash.
but I'll learn
Ohio
before my
State.
draft.
I'm writing that one down too, Sean. That's an interesting bet. I don't even know which side I would. No, I know you didn't agree to it, but I think we need to revisit that
I'm telling you right
because I don't even. If you were confident with one side, I would just take the other because I have no idea. I have no idea if they'll
now. I'm
start.
telling you right now, Jacksonville is going to be drafting a quarterback, and it is going to be the kid from OH.
Yeah. But he also could be like traded. You know what I mean? Like if that
Yes.
happens, Gardner
Yeah.
could be traded to
Yes.
start somewhere. So that's
Yes.
like that could go either way. It doesn't matter.
2 first rounders.
Two
No.
first rounders.
No.
I mean,
Not
What?
even, not even one
yes,
first rounder.
the-
No.
definitely give it up.
No.
Maybe a
So-
second.
so
I would say a
uh,
third tops
Yeah.
probably.
3/3.
Yeah. So,
A third of a draft pick.
A third of a
Yeah,
third.
yeah. Third of a third.
so we did the Wheel of Doom last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did the Wheel of Doom, and
Gotta
we
go to
did
the
have a
bathroom.
good point about not doing trivia again. Make too much confusion. So we're gonna do pick 'em. Sam's gonna give us me and Sean. All right, Sean. Let's do Sam. Give us 4 games.
All right. So
4
we're at
games.
week 10 right now.
We're at
Okay.
week
I'm as close to you right now. I'm ready.
Give me a second to pull this up. All right. Oh my God, Sean. All right. Just see your eyeball here. All right. So we got week 10. All right. Actually, let's go with our game of the week, Bills and Cardinals.
Oh man.
Take the
Sean,
Bills.
you're gonna take the Bills?
Yeah, bro. All the way.
you know what?
all the way.
I mean, I'll agree with him. I'll take the Bills too.
Okay.
So
Let's go Seahawks versus Rams.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
I will take the Seahawks. Seahawks will win that game. Seahawks, I think they are home. Russell Wilson got embarrassed last week. Not guaranteeing it, but I say
Don't
he
get
has,
embarrassed again.
No, I say he has 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns this week.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they still lose.
Okay, we'll see. See what happens, everybody.
All right, then let's do. I mean, just for the namesake, the Eagles versus the Giants.
Oh,
Giants.
What?
Okay, well,
Giants. They almost
Are
won
you?
last
Are
time.
do you actually think that, or is that your hatred?
Is
talking?
that a Cowboy fan?
It's a good mix, but they almost won last time. So I mean, like, really, I mean, aside from you guys getting a few key players back, I think they could still win. Both teams are bad still. We're all bad.
I'll take the
Bro.
Birds. I'll take the Birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last one I'll pick. I want to do the Texans versus the Browns.
Ooh,
Where's that game
I'll
at?
say Browns.
I think it's in Cleveland.
I don't care about home field advantage most times, but I'll still take Cleveland.
Yeah, because home field is weird now, but yeah, I think it's at Cleveland. Yeah.
At Cleveland.
I'll take the Browns.
I'm going to take the Browns too because they are expected to get Nick Chubb back this week.
Good call. Good call.
Give him the Chubb.
Yeah, Chubb is supposed to be back this week. So, so we'll do that. So me and Sean agreed on 2 games and then 2 opposites. So we'll see how that goes. We will think about what the loser's going to do. See how that goes. You know,
Let's do a like a hand confirmation of the picks.
Nope. Okay.
All right.
So
Socially
many
distanced hands.
so many virtual hand stuff with
I
you.
do.
Yeah,
I do. You know,
the hand guy.
Yeah. So we'll see how.
You don't know what to do with his hands.
You know,
I like my hand.
so we'll see.
Dude, this is the whole episode.
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom.
All
So
right.
bad.
So, all right, boys. Well, that is the end of the show. Please hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, and MySpace, like Sam said. earlier.
Yeah, MySpace.
MySpace. Oh, I do have to
Page
make an
blowing up.
announcement real quick before we get off the show. I would like to congratulate the newlywed Mr. and Mrs. Williams over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
buddy.
We'd
Congrats,
like to
man.
Coach.
them. We'd like to
It's
congratulate them.
This is Coach is upstairs,
She holds the clipboard in the bedroom.
Yes.
but she does not.
I would also
She holds the towels.
yeah. I would like to also say
Oh my God.
like to say Happy Veterans Day, and it was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody that serves. We really appreciate it. We know what you all do. So that is the show, boys, and we will head on out, and we'll see you guys next week.
Let's get it.
Have fun,
Whatever the
boys.
kids say.
All right.
Whatever the kids say.
You think you're special, you do.